Alright, hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well, and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So you guys, this is my second trying to record this. I first tried to do it and my finger slipped. So anyway, you guys, I'm back with the video here. This one was actually something that I've been wanting to talk about for the longest, because honestly this was something that I used to do. This could also be something that you're doing now, or maybe you've done it in the past, or maybe you may know somebody that's dealing with this situation. So this is just kind of sort of like, awareness, just kind of reassessing things, maybe doing some reflection, some inner work, right? And just kind of, just gathering information and kind of being able to make a change, right? Because one of the things that I do take pride on this channel is we never like to bash people, we don't judge people, we don't criticize or ridicule people or try to make people feel bad about what they've experienced, about their abuse, and also, how things are going after their recovery, after their healing. Sorry about that, you guys. We always just want to keep that in mind. I was just thinking too, just generally speaking, let's just try to keep the comments positive. Again, we're not here to judge folks on how they are able to recover and heal and what specific methods help them. That's for them. Maybe you might do something different and that works for you. Somebody else may have a different method that works for them. So there's no judgment. I was just noticing that there was a comment on the video, and we don't respond to negativity. We only respond to positivity, right? So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. But I wanted to talk about how to overcome lying to ourselves after dealing with narcissistic abuse, right? And again, this is no judgment here. This is just something to think about, right? Just something to be like, maybe do I do this? And if I do, let me try not to do it. Or if I do it, let me find out why. So that way, I can see how to get better results, or I can feel better, or I can move past it, or, whatever challenge or obstacle is coming up for you. But before I do get into that, you guys, give me 1 second here. Make sure you guys give this video a like, share, and subscribe. Let's see here. Hold on 1 sec. I just want to make sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we do have some other topics that we can talk about based off of the last slide. Maybe I might throw another topic here. But anyway, you guys, so, and there's, forgive the noise in the background. I have loud neighbors and dogs and stuff in the background. But anyway, you guys, overcome lying to ourselves, right? Or maybe, overcome being in a disillusion, or overcome living in an illusion after dealing with narcissistic abuse. And the thing is, before we do get into it, I want to talk about maybe why people may do it. Why? And honestly, I could say, again, I have done this many years ago, especially after dealing with the male narc and my aunt. The thing is that, I was afraid. I was definitely living in fear when it came to, dealing with the abuse. I think I had thoughts of like, everybody's gonna hurt me. I have to protect myself. I have to keep myself isolated from individuals. I can't trust people because I feel like, in my mind, I was thinking that, they're always gonna hurt me. They're always gonna disappoint me. They're always gonna let me down, kind of thing, And so I feel like maybe that's could be the thing is why we may lie to ourselves and maybe try to like protect ourselves from others, because we just putting up a shield, we're putting up our guard, kind of thing, so we're trying to protect ourselves from others right now. When it comes to another reason, again, why we may try to lie to ourselves about the narcissist, because we may not want to think that the situation that we was dealing with, we may want to be like, it wasn't that bad, or it didn't happen like that, or they didn't mean what they did, or, you know, because you may love that individual, you don't want them, you don't want to think negatively about that individual, right? So you may lie to yourself and say, oh, you know, it wasn't that bad. You know what? The narcissist is capable of change, and I know that they're going to change. You get what I'm saying? Or, you know, I know one day that we're going to reunite and things are going to work out, kind of thing, and that just keeps you going. Maybe that helps you to have hope. Maybe it makes you feel better about the situation. You know, it is what it is. Again, no judgment here, right? Disclaimer, just saying. But honestly, that was me. I'm not gonna lie, that was me. I definitely lived in an illusion, for sure. That was me, and I think what kind of helped me overcome those illusions. So the thing, what it was for me, I think, like when it came to like my aunt, I had an illusion of like, oh, you know, she's not a narcissist. Oh, you know, she really loves me. She really cares about me. She has my best interest at heart. She has good intentions for me, based off of everything that she had done. There's no way that she could be a narcissist. There's no way that she dislikes me, or there's no way that she would try to harm me in any way or cause me hurt and pain. You get what I'm saying? But it was like based off of the actions kind of spoke louder than what my mind was wanting to tell me, you know? So we could try to play mind tricks with our mind and say, oh, you know, it's not that bad. I can still be around them. I can still be in contact with them. They're not that bad, you know. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, I can forgive and let it go. I can allow them back in my life, you know. So we may have that type of perspective. But I think once you kind of get set in the reality and you realize that nothing has changed, you know, the abuse is getting worse, you realize, like, you know, just their behavior and their attitude towards you, you know, the extremity of their, you know, maybe what they say to you, how they make you feel, you know, maybe they might try to argue with you all the time or make you upset or get you to react or, you know, get a response out of you, a negative response. You may start to think like, this is not what I had in mind, right? You may, yeah, it's just gonna, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be where it's an experience, right? However you're feeling around them, like, you know, maybe they could be talking to you about something and you could feel like you're a sounding board, like you're emotional punching bag for them. So, you know, you're becoming very drained, you're becoming exhausted, you're becoming very fatigued by being around this individual, and you're just like, maybe what you're thinking in your mind that, oh, you know, they're not that bad, or oh, you know, it's going to get better, or oh, it's not what it seems to be. Maybe they're not a narcissist, maybe I'm just tripping. It's like, you just might want to think twice about that, right? But yeah, like, just not lying to yourself overall, just accepting the reality of the situation, right? Accepting that it's not going to get better, it's only going to get worse, you know, and letting go of that hope, right? That's the biggest thing. I know for me, I had a lot of hope, you guys. I'm not going to lie. There was so much hope that I had for, you know, maybe the relationship getting better between my aunt and I, and even the male narc many years ago. Yeah, I had a lot of hope, you know. I think it was just like the memories, you know, the time spent, the good times. And even though there were bad times, I think I focused a lot on the good times. I focused a lot on the good memories. I focused a lot on, you know, the fun things that I did, you know, going on vacations and doing a little, just hanging out and, you know, going shopping and things like that, and just spending time, right? And it sometimes that can be hard to let go, right? You know, and just knowing the fact, as far as like family, you might be thinking like, how can I like tell the truth about my family? How can I like stand up and be honest and stand my ground in regards to a family member? You may feel like you owe a lot to your family. You don't want to rock the boat. You feel like you don't want people to judge you, or look at you like you're a problem starter, or you may not want to feel isolated, or you don't want other family members to talk bad about you, even though they probably are, but you may feel like that's not something that you want to deal with, so yeah, some of us, we can lie to ourselves, or we may dissociate from the situation, or we may try to block out what we know is true, in order to, be comfortable, to be safe, to keep the peace, to keep everybody happy, but meanwhile you're unhappy, meanwhile you could be stressed out, meanwhile, you're just unhappy and just unsatisfied overall, So yeah, just how to stop lying to yourself is just know that there is better out there, better connections, better relationships or friendships, or people that could serve as to be your family. There's other people out there that you could meet and potentially could treat you better versus this narcissistic individual, or your narcissistic parent, or a partner, or it could be a colleague or whatever, or it could even be a boss or something like that, somebody in a work environment, stuff like that, and maybe I do want to do a video on that as far as toxic work environments. I think that would be a good topic, because I feel like a lot of people could be dealing with that and may not know how to manage that, so that definitely is another ball game in that regards. But yeah, I like I said, I think the thing that helped me to stop lying to myself, I think I just had to realize what was causing me so much pain. I felt like if you lie to yourself, especially when it comes to dealing with the abuse, right, then that can make you feel I don't need help. I don't need to talk to nobody about what I've gone through. That can make you feel like, oh, it's not that serious. I'll get over it, But I think you may find that when you lie to yourself, you kind of do yourself a disservice, right? Yes, you were abused. You take that trauma with you. You take that baggage with you. You take all those emotions, those negative emotions with you, and you don't resolve them, right? And it's just kind of there. It stays there, right? Because the thing is emotions stay there until you deal with it, right? And so when you lie to yourself, you are keeping everything inside, and it doesn't have anywhere to go. But one day, though, when somebody pokes the bear, poke, then you lash out, And so what I didn't want to do, especially when I was dealing with this, I just try to make sure that I was able to accept the situation for what it was, and not lie to myself anymore about it, and really just say, what, yes, I was abused, yes, I was a victim of this, but it's okay. I can work on myself, I can heal, I can recover, no matter what it would take. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's not going to last forever. But if I lie to myself, the pain is going to remain the same. The agony, the hurt, the betrayal, the lies, and everything that I felt, it's going to stay there until I deal with the situation at hand, right? So I hope that this makes sense. I don't want to drag this on for too long, but just for those of you that could find yourself dealing with this, and the thing is, nobody wants to admit, maybe I might be lying to myself, or maybe I might be living in an illusion, because again, it's a protection thing, right? You may want to be oh no, I'm it's all good, I don't have to say anything about it, I can keep it to myself, or whatever, I'm good, I can just get underneath someone else, or that it could be a void you're trying to fill by maybe if you're dealing with a narcissist, and a way to cope, right? Maybe you might start talking to someone else, or you could try to keep yourself busy, or you could be busy with work, or you could be trying to distract yourself. You could be trying to find different ways to forget about the situation, right? And then, but at night, that's when things come up, and then again you may try to say oh, it's no big deal, oh, that didn't really happen like that, oh, I'm not a victim of this, or oh, they wasn't really a narcissist, that kind of thing. So it just takes a reassessment, and just being honest with yourself. Like when you're honest with yourself, then you can be honest with other people, and then you can allow yourself to deal with the situation at hand, you know. But again, I'm not forcing anybody to do that, because again, I understand that some people rather not deal with the truth. Some people are comfortable in an illusion. That's just the reality. I gotta be honest, you know. Some people don't want to hear what needs to be heard. Some people are like, oh no, like, you know, I know, like, for instance, a parent situation, you may know that your parent is a narcissist, but because maybe you're so dependent on them, then it's almost like you just kind of make excuses for it. Like maybe you accept that, okay, they're a narcissist, but you may feel like I still need to be around them because you could work for your parent that's a narc, or, you know, they have a lot of power, and you're just like, I'm just going to surrender to the narcissist because this is all I know, and they're my parent, you know, so you still love them regardless, you know. But you know, it depends on you, the individual, you know. So anyway, I hope that this made sense, you guys. Again, this is just something just to reassess, you know, no judgments here. You know, like I said, this is something that I used to lie to myself, you guys. I did. I can admit that. I can admit and say that that's what I did. And I didn't do it on purpose. Again, I think I was just doing it just a way to make it seem like it wasn't a big deal. That, you know, that it was just something normal, and that I could do it, or that I could get over easily. But then again, as time went on, I realized, like, yeah, I need to actually reach out. I need to talk to someone about this. This is not something that you could just easily just push under the rug, or just pretend like it didn't happen, or, you know, act like everything is fine when it's not, right? So what's that saying? Sometimes it's okay not to be okay. And I think that's the other thing too. I think that after I went through the abuse, like with my aunt and the male narc, I tried to go out in the world and pretend like everything was fine, but I was in a lot of pain, right? I was hurting a lot. And I think I mentioned in the other video when I was doing the counseling for a year, and we had like a location where we would meet. And I remember one day I walked in and she was like, Joy, like, how are you today? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. You know, and she was like, no, you're not. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So it just, again, like when you allow yourself to be honest, then that's when the healing can occur, you know. So anyway, and then that's the thing, you know, when you lie to yourself, you don't allow yourself to heal. You don't allow yourself to recover. You don't allow yourself to experience happiness. You know, you're kind of blocking yourself from being happy when you lie about the situation with you and the narcissist, or the situation with you and the abuse, or any situation, period. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope that this video was helpful and insightful. Give the video a like, share, and subscribe. I would love to know you guys' takeaway. What's your feedback? Do you guys feel like this is something that you're dealing with, or do you know somebody that's doing this? Like, are you supporting somebody, or do you have a friend, a colleague, or somebody that you know is dealing with a narcissist and they're leaning on you for support? How do you, like, do you encourage them? Do you give them guidance? Do you listen to them? You know, try not to judge them, right? Just be a listening ear, because they just need someone to talk to, right? Or did you actually deal with this yourself? Did you lie to yourself about, you know, the situation with you and the narcissist? Did you want to keep it going? Did you not want things to end? Did you have hope that things could get better? You know, did you feel like, okay, although, yeah, they're a narc, they're still good to me, they still treat me good, we still, you know, go out together and things like that, you know. So I would love to know, what do you guys think? So yes, reach out to me, you guys, for any support. And don't forget, like usual, you guys, get my sugar scrub. I know I didn't mention that in the other video, but definitely get the milk and coconut sugar scrub. Okay, you will love it, and citrus ginger. And again, you guys, it is $27, so try a sugar scrub. You know, Mother's Day is coming up, so I do have a Mother's Day holiday package deal, but try a sugar scrub. You're gonna love it, you guys. It feels so good on the skin. You will love it. So anyway, oh, and also, you guys, make sure that you do follow my Joy Larkin skincare Instagram and Facebook, Live Narc Free on Facebook, and all that good stuff. And any other way that you want support from me, don't hesitate to reach out, book a session with me, or inquire about my 90-day coaching program, or any other ways in which I can support you. Any of my self-study books, they're available for you all in regards to your healing and recovery. And again, just try your best just to be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about the situation. When you're honest, you can make a change. You can start to heal. You can begin to let go of whatever demons you may have, or obstacles, challenges, insecurities, triggers, or, the things that are stopping you from healing, right? Because I guess the other last thing I did want to share is that sometimes we can be our biggest enemy, right? We can be our own worst enemy, whether we know it or not. Sometimes it's us that's holding us back from recovering and moving forward, right? It's not all the time the narcissist, right? But sometimes it is, right? But it just depends. Once you've gone away, or you spent no contact with the narcissist, or you haven't been around them for a long while, but somehow they're still controlling you, then that's when you know you have to maybe get real with yourself and the situation and what's going on. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.